Danjo. Oh, sunflowers are starting to bow their heads. Yeah, you can see my sleeves to know where my brain's at right now. This is the first little bit of sunshine we've had in a little while here in New England. Hey, Matt the Greeter. Danjo. Yeah, coming off a rainy stretch, entering a rainy stretch. It is late September. And yeah, you know me, all it takes is one day of clouds and I have that seasonal affect. Malarkey. So yeah, I'm seizing the opportunity. Get out, fill the tank. It is, I guess it's in the 60s. This is the time of year when I think, in my heart of hearts, I believe this time of year, Mother Nature, it doesn't care about me anymore. The days are cool and it's in this, yeah, it's anytime it drops into like the low 70s for a high temperature, I start to get uneasy. And now here we are in the 60s for days in a row. And yeah, like I said, first little bit of sunshine, I'm uneasy. Those people ain't easy. Anyway, I got a high-vis relationship, I guess. I'm not really, anyhow. I'm not a PDA guy, so I think the last thing I'd be wearing is my high-vis vest like that guy's. Although maybe it's like, you know, Punisher wears that skull. That's where it draws the attention. So you're not looking at him locking lips. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah. So here we go. You know. And so now back in the season, I like my leather jacket. So, like, I'm not complaining about having to wear my leather jacket. It is a very solid jacket, and I very much enjoy wearing it. Especially, you know, considering, you know, this sort of shenanigan here. We got malarkey and shenanigan in the same thing. We must be riding in New England. Anyway, pick up the pace. You're young. Anyhow, yeah, so I like the leather, but yeah, now we're getting into these temperatures where you got to keep the gas tank topped off. And yeah, I'm always thinking about the battery. These are lousy times of year if you don't have a garage and you don't want to, you know, take your battery out and bring it in the house, which I don't. I never do. I don't like to do that. I did it, I think, one year. I took the old battery out, plugged it in the basement. And you know what, guys? Maybe this is the year I should consider doing that. You know, I typically ride through the season here in New England, so you know, it gets awfully cold, and you know, the days opportunities are few and far between certain times. You know what I mean? So maybe it would be best just to cover the bike and take the battery in a couple of months here. But man, I hate to do it. But anyhow, yeah, Mother Nature doesn't care. Not bothering with the temperature. 60's good enough. 50's good enough. And then at some point it's not even getting out of bed. You know what I mean? Sun's up late. It's down early. Like, what is going on? The leaves fall. They just give up. You saw the sunflowers back there. Heads drooped in sorrow. I hate this time of year, man. Yeah, leaves. Aren't the leaves? Yeah, they are. They are. But you know what I like? I like sunshine. I like being out in the sun and sweating because it's warm. You know, that's what I like. I don't like it's 42 and drizzly and you know, you walk in and the leaves are decoupaged on the bottom of your boots. Oh yeah, speaking of boots, yeah, so I'm back in the oh gee, I almost called them my Gord and Downie boots. Yeah, why not? I got my Gord and Downies on, and of course my skinny pants. But yeah, Gord and Downie. I'll feel like if Gord and Downie wore Indy Ridge boots when he was alive, he would have wore these. This would have been the model for him. Yeah, you can see him wearing them by that Coke machine glow with his little chapbook, you know, writing, just scribbling away with his left hand scrawl. You know, the lyrics that are gonna comfort a generation. Oh, Gord and Downie. So if you haven't, yep, go ahead. Yeah, if you haven't, all right, if you're a Tragically Hip fan, the Tragically Hip, of whom Gordon Downie was the lead singer, then you would want to know, or perhaps you already do, that if you go onto Amazon Prime, they have now released they believe it's 4 parts, the Tragically Hip documentary, and I've gone through the first 3. They're about an hour each, and oh man, it's with a mix of just mourning, sorrow again at the loss of Gordon Downie, but also, like, man, there's a lot of excitement in there, just remembering those tunes, and like the first time you know, I really got into the Tragically Hip, like when a song just grabbed me and was like, hey, like, I'm saying something here, you know, and that driving bass of Gord Sinclair, you know, and that, you know, it's great, solid, just pounding drum kit, and you know, the 2 guitars, man, good stuff, really good stuff. But a lot of people, you know, just don't get it on the first couple of listens, but there'll come a time, if you invest, if you just dig in, you know, grab a copy of your favorites, a double disc, you know, fan favorite Tragically Hip songs, and just spin it a bunch. You know, I'd be surprised if it didn't just one of these days grab you by the lapels and shout in your face, you know, or pull alongside you and whisper in your ear, you know. Just a combination of just superior musicianship and Gordon's, you know, vocals and lyrics. They're a band that it's just they're an all-time band. That's the way it is. And Paul Langlois is still making music. Gordon Sinclair, the bass player, is still making music. You can't ride that thing across. You got to walk it, don't you? Yeah, if I knew they were crossing, I would have let them go, Your Honor. Anyhow, yeah, that's just that's the time of year that we're in right now, and you know, when it starts to get cold, might as well be in Canada, right? So yeah, I'm just outside of Boston, and man, I missed Tragically Hip when they were touring around. I just didn't know at first, and when I was in the Boston area, I didn't know they were playing in clubs down here. I didn't know, and then I vowed to see them. You know the story. I will absolutely see them when they come around. And then Gordon passed. So it goes. All right, guys, Matt the Greeter. Yeah, we're chilly here. Won't be long. But yeah, we'll get that resurgence, right? Can we get that resurgence? You know, that maybe we'll have a really nice October. Who knows? I don't know. You leave a comment down below. Tragically Hip, Gordon Downie. Do you like your leather jacket? Should I put the battery in the house for the winter? I don't know. That's all I got for you today. Yeah, pretty soon I'll take you on a nice I'll take you on a twisty when the leaves are yeah, so obviously it's been raining a lot, so I'm sticking to the main roads today. But yeah, when we get a nicer day, did I get it? Nope. I'll take you down a twisty road. If it's been dry a while, the leaves are they tend to blow off the road, but a day like today, if I took you to a twisty road, the leaves are just, like I used the term decoupaged earlier. That's a good term for it. They're plastered pretty good in the shadows, so gotta avoid that on the bike. And yeah, all right, go listen to some Gord Downie. Maybe grab a copy of Coke Machine Glow, his little book of poetry there, and read that. Kind of wrap your mind around his brain, and then go back and dig into the archives. All right, Matt the Greeter. Care about you. Bye.